It's me again, Pia Wonder, and welcome back to my channel. So, for today's vlog, kakaiba yung vlog natin today. Content ng vlog natin today. So, break muna tayo sa mga kain-kain kasi napaghahalata ang matakaw ako. And break muna tayo sa mga travel. So, ako talaga, pangmalakasan yung vlog natin today. We have guests with S. Ang daming guests. So, we have guests from University of the Philippines. Professor from University of the Philippines and two cooperative students from Polytechnic University of the Philippines and another two PS Mathematics students from Polytechnic University of the Philippines. And yes, you guessed it right, we will be doing educational vlog and our topic for today is negation and conditional statement. If you don't know what is negation, here's our first guest, Miss Regie Marabe, a cooperative student from PUP.
So ayun, first of all, congratulations sa 10 million subscriber ni Pia Wonder. So dahil nga na-request ng ating brother na friend, didiscuss daw natin kung ano nga ba ang negation. So hindi naman ako magaling sa math, so i-base ko lang to sa natutunan namin from our mathematics in the modern girl class. So let's first define ano nga daw ba ang negation. So meron tayong preposition P, and the negation of preposition P is denoted by this. So it is a preposition not P. So ang ginagawa lang natin sa negation is nilalagyan lang natin ng not. So note that negation of preposition P is false if and only if yung preposition P natin is true. And on the other hand, ang negation ng preposition P is true if and only if ang preposition P natin ay false. So, para mapatunayan yan, meron tayong truth table. So, ayan. Kung si P daw ay 1, ang negation niya is 0. So, kung si P naman ay 0, ang negation naman niya ay 1. So, ganun lang kadali yung negation. Meron tayo dito mga example. Meron tayong preposition P, Q, and R. So, si preposition P states that Anna is happy. Preposition Q states that 1 plus 5 equals to 7. And preposition R states that the product of two negative numbers is positive number. So, kung gagawin natin negation ang ating tatlong prepositions, ang negation ni preposition P is Anna is not happy. So, di ba sinabi natin kanina na ang negation ng preposition natin is nilalagyan lang natin ng not. But, dito hindi natin pwedeng gawing negation ng preposition P is not Anna is happy. Hindi ganon kasi kailangan pa rin natin gawing grammatically correct ang ating negation. So, next, ang negation ng preposition Q natin is 1 plus 5 is not equals to 7. And ang negation naman ng preposition R natin is the product of two negative numbers is not a positive number. So, ganun lang kasimple yung lesson from negation. So, sana naintindihan nyo. Ayun lang, thank you!
Ay, rico, 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 ay, rico, 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 ay, rico, rico, rico. Let's go!
What is conditional statement? Here's Miss Katrina Cardenio, another BS cooperative student from PUP.
So, good day po. Today, I will tackle about the conditional statement. Sa conditional statement, meron po tayong dalawang proposition. Let P and Q be the proposition. Ano nga bang ibig sabihin ng P at ang ibig sabihin ng Q? Ang P ay premise while the Q is the conclusion. So, the conditional statement, it is a proposition of the form if P, then Q. So, it is denoted as if P, then Q. Ang conditional statement, palagi po siyang true. Magiging false lamang siya kapag yung premise mo ay 1 and yung conclusion mo ay 0. Magiging false lamang siya kapag true si P and false si Q. So, pag parehas namang si P and Q ay true or pareho silang false, dun lamang siya magiging true. So, bakit ka ba magiging false lang ang conditional na P and Q kapag si P ay 1 at Q ay 0? So, isipin natin na ang premise natin ay totoo, tapos yung conclusion ay mali. So, magiging false talaga siya kasi ang mahalaga lamang dito ay ang conclusion. So, ito yung mga instances na true ang conditional statement natin. Kapag ang premise ay 1 or true, and kapag yung conclusion ay 1 or true. So, magiging true lamang ang conditional statement natin ulit kapag ang premise ay 0 and ang conclusion ay 1. So, kasi ang mahalaga lamang dito ay ang conclusion. So, magiging invalid or false lamang ang conditional statement kapag ang premise natin ay 0 or false and kapag yung conclusion natin ay 0 or false ulit kasi nga yung premise ay 0 na and yung conclusion ay 0 ulit. Maging invalid or false lamang ulit ang conditional statement natin kapag ang premise mo ay 1 while the conclusion is 0. So, yung assumption mo ay tama but ang conclusion mo naman ay mali. So, it is already a false.
Let me call Miss Hanna Roquero, a BS Mathematics student from PUP, to further explain the converse of conditional statements.
Hello mga ka-wonders! Alam niyo na ba kung ano yung tinatawag na converse of conditional statement? At kung paano ito nangyari? Well, kung hindi pa, just continue watching this video. So, ano nga ba yung converse of conditional statement? So, someone already discussed earlier what is conditional statement. It consists of two parts, a hypothesis and a conclusion. So, it takes the form of if P then Q. So, paano papasok yung converse of conditional statement? So, ganito yun. The converse of conditional statement is the opposite of the conditional statement. It is noted that not always the converse of the conditional statement is true. So, ibig sabihin, hindi siya laging nag-true. Pwede rin siyang mag-false. So, for example, paano ba natin ginuho yung converse of conditional statement? So, ganito yun. To form a converse of the conditional statement, we are going to interchange or switch the rules of the hypothesis and the conclusion. So, therefore, the implication of the converse of the conditional statement will be if Q, then P. So, for example, the conditional statement is if I eat a pint of ice cream, then I gain weight. So, the converse of the conditional statement will be if I gain weight, then I ate a pint of ice cream. So, for another example, if my cat is hungry, then she will rub my leg. And then the converse of the conditional statement will be if you rub my leg, then my cat is hungry. So, ibig sabihin, ipagpapalit mo lang yung rules ng hypothesis and conclusion para maging converse of the conditional statement siya. Just always remember that the implication or the form of the converse of the conditional statement is if Q then P.
Baby, it's the vibe for me. It's the vibe for me. Do you see her out there bobbing freely? Stiff wear. Woo!
So, what is the inverse of conditional statement? Here's our fourth guest for today's vlog, Mr. Romy Almajo, another BS Mathematics student from PUP.
Hi mga ka-wonders, I'm Romy Almajo, BS Mathematics from PUP Santa Mesa, and I just want to share all I know about the inverse conditional statement. So what is inverse conditional statement? Is when both the premise and the conclusion are negated. The P is negated, the Q is negated. So to form the inverse conditional statement, take the negation from the both of the premise and the conclusion. The inverse conditional statement, P then Q is not P then not Q. Example, the conditional statement is if it's rain, then they cancel the school. The inverse conditional statement of this, if it does not rain, then they do not cancel the school. Another example, the conditional statement If the two angles are congruent, then they have the same measure. The inverse conditional statement of this, if the two angles are not congruent, then they don't have the same measure. So basically, the inverse conditional statement is the negation of the premise and the conclusion. That's all. Thank you.
Our last topic for today is the contrapositive of conditional statement. So here's Sir RJ Razo to explain it.
Good day, everyone. I am Prof. Ron from the University of the Philippines, Diliman. I am here today to share what I know about the contrapositive of a conditional statement. But before we transform a conditional statement, we must know first the parts of it. We must know which one is the hypothesis and which one is the conclusion. Here we have an example of a conditional statement. If today is Wednesday, then yesterday is Tuesday. From the given example, the hypothesis is today is Wednesday and the conclusion is yesterday was Tuesday. It's easy for us to identify which one is the hypothesis and which one is the conclusion because hypothesis appears first before the conclusion of a conditional statement. To have the contrapositive, we must find first the inverse conditional statement of the given, then swap the roles of the hypothesis and the conclusion. If we will write symbolically the contrapositive of a conditional statement, it will be like as what you see on the screen. Earlier, Mr. Romy discussed how to transform a conditional statement to inverse conditional statement. From that, we will just switch the roles of the hypothesis and the conclusion. If we converted the statement into inverse, it will be if today is not Wednesday, then yesterday was not Tuesday. Now that we have the inverse conditional statement, we will just switch the roles of the hypothesis and the conclusion. Then, we will have the contrapositive conditional statement of if yesterday was not Tuesday, then today is not Wednesday. For an easier way to have a contrapositive conditional statement, we will just interchange the roles of the hypothesis and the conclusion of a conditional statement and negate both. For another example, we have, if it is raining, then the grass is wet. To get the contrapositive conditional statement of the given, just switch the roles of the hypothesis and the conclusion, then negate. There we will have, if the grass is not wet, then it is not raining. That is the contrapositive of a conditional statement. Thank you.
Él lo va a hacer nada. Si lo pillo por la calle dice, brum, si lo pillo por la disco dice, brum, si lo pillo por el área dice, brum.
Ayo, ayo, oh, ayo, ayo, oh, ayo, ayo, oh, oh.
Ayo, ayo, oh, ayo, ayo, oh, ayo, ayo, oh, oh.
Now we have learned what is negation, truth characteristics.
If the truth value of P is true, then the negation of P is false, and vice versa. Oh.
We have also learned what is conditional statement.
It is in the form where P is the premise and Q be the conclusion, and the P is true but Q is false. The conditional statement is false.
Ayo, ayo, oh, ayo, ayo, oh, ayo, ayo, oh, oh.
Ayo, ayo, oh, ayo, ayo, oh, ayo, ayo, oh, oh.
Negation and conditional state. So that's all for today's vlog, mga ka-wonder. I hope you learned a lot. See you next vlog. Bye-bye!